time, making joyful effort, and coming here. Thank you so much to everyone, all of you too, but also those who came today or yesterday. Thank you again. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Again, we go now to the teaching, and the teaching is, of course, gracious kindness, compassion teacher by Buddha Shakyamuni. Buddha Shakyamuni gave Dzogchen teaching not just on his regular form, that what we often see on the tankas or the pictures, but he transformed in the form of the essence, Buddha Samadhi Buddha. And that status, Buddha gave the teachings. Where he gave that teachings, accordingly he gave, in he transformed that status, he gave this teaching in Akanishta. The Akanishta, not within the duality status. And so give this, because the Dzogchen teaching is the teaching of beyond the dualities. Duality people cannot immediately digest these teachings. And therefore, he gave this teaching beyond duality, pure learning. Who are the retinues to receive audience teachings? All those who are highly realized beings, no other same as realization like himself, no other than, such as five Dhyana Buddha, or in the teaching often said, display of the self-wisdom emanations, that he gave these teachings. And in that state, he gave these Dzogchen teachings. Dzogchen teachings is continually echoed in the Pure Land or in the Akanishtas. And then it came to this world when its time is ready. And that is also when the gracious teacher, Buddha Shakyamuni, that as what we see, Tangas, that he is entering Mahaparinirvana, many great sages, bodhisattvas, and as well as many arhatas, and all gathered him, surrounded him. Among that, one of the known as the great bodhisattva, Kundaka, he rose up from his sitting. Oh, gracious teacher, you give the causal teachings, but you didn't expound the result jhana teachings. And Buddha said, I gave these teachings, but it will come on the right one. Time is ready. It will come in this world. What I already gave, it will come in this world. As it said that, then about 28 years after the Buddha's Mahaparinirvana, and then all these standards began to come, one after another, showing up. And those are the five excellent Vidyadharas and so forth. But particularly, Dzogchen teaching, around also same time, around the 28 years after that, in the gracious kindness, very emanation of the Buddha, Vajrasattva came in the human form known as Garab Dorje. And the Garab Dorje revealed all Dzogchen teachings, all brought up these teachings to this world. So that's how this Dzogchen teaching came. Again, to receive generally in the Buddha's teaching, any received teaching that we are studying, contemplating, meditating, always in the teaching, say the great masters, we should have always activating three beautiful qualities. And those are, as always I said, joy and appreciations. Joy and appreciation, really for renunciation thought or for reversing, for point that reverses our mind from the samsara. That is always we should have. And this for renunciation thought is so important. I mean, every master, every time said, you should activate that. Because when you activate this for renunciation thought, what it does actually, really, it will make our heart softer, more gentle, more tender, more kind of drawn to the ground, and become more practical, and also become more wise, so that we can use time so beautifully. And this is like anchor. But that's what great master Jambu Kundra said in his teaching. The 4 renunciations, the anchor of the practices. Anchor was A-N-C-H-O-R, right?
Correct.
Anchor. Anchor of the practices. So when you put the boat on the water, I think you always need anchor. I believe so. I don't know exactly, but anchor. Otherwise, it will be carried up and down. But if you have that, it's strong, it's stable, it stays. It becomes more useful. So therefore, if we have this anchor of the 4 renunciations with the joy and appreciation, that is so. If that makes our lives more meaningful, practical, simple, and also not kind of bumping so much with the egos all the time, up and down. More great, more gracious, more grateful. Really, it's just like so beautiful. That's what every in the teaching mentioned. And I've been talking that the other day. I mean, we can't go to highlight of that points. And I just saw briefly of that first one among you all know that for renunciations, which is precious human body or 18 endowments, impermanent, and samsara has a lot of challenges and difficulties, and cause and effect are inevitable. Those are the 4, and I told let me kind of highlight of that first 18 endowments. I talked really again a little bit about that, that the rest I couldn't finish last time, kind of that. But this is, I mean, basically finished, but mostly kind of, I mean, you all know it's not something that I'm talking to you, but it's like this 18 endowment. First, they add freedoms. Definitely, we all have that add freedoms. And now 10 luxuries. That 10 luxuries, that is many times is lingering us. Even though we have 10 luxuries, all that 18 endowments, but it is really always many times lingering, particularly last those 2 or 3 of each 5 of those. It's lingering. Ever it's began lingering, then our 18 endowment, now we don't have 18 endowments. We have maybe 17 endowments or 16 endowments. And then we have maybe 15 endowments. We have 12 endowments. Then it's going down and down. Our what they call this? Our stock market is going down. Stock market is going down. No. And who has really become the loser? Victim. One's own self. It's no one else. Really, it hurt it. But it really hurt. If we practice it, it's like, if we really think. So therefore, always in the teaching mentioned, those masters always mention, always reactivating those 18 endowments. But add freedom we have. That is, I mean, sure we have that. But this 10 luxuries, in particular those last few, always should kind of activate it. Think of that. And who have to activate? We have to activate our individuals. And other Sangha members help and inspire us or support us, but reality we have to put it in action. If we do that, then truly we are really good, great practitioners. We are really making meaningful of these lives. Truly we are making meaningful of this life, not just only for ourselves, because our body that we have, that then also benefiting to the others. So therefore, this like always the 3 important things, what in the teaching said, 3 important things always the practicing all the time is the first what I said, joy and appreciation with 4 renunciations. And then, second is two practices. Two practices, what in general terminology, what in the teaching said, is emptiness. Emptiness, that realization, trying to always have that as much as we can have. Emptiness, that emptiness. That means what we learned in the Heart Sutras, even we chanting that. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. And form is no other than emptiness. Emptiness is no other than forms, or form is no other than emptiness. Those are four things. This is not just only form. That relate connected to the form and the feeling and perception, conception, and consciousness, and all that in same stages. So what that whole thing is what is called, what is known as. In the teaching said that inconceivable emptiness arise or alloys that are completely interdependent coordination systems. The interdependent coordination systems are arising magically from the emptiness or from the tuchu. Have you used word? From the tuchu arising magically. There's nothing structured, nothing regulated, but it's arising spontaneously. At the same time, what is arising never lost the flavor and the nature of the emptiness. Therefore, it's magical. Magical. So that realization, if we can try to always let it as much as remember, that's really in the teaching set. Yeah. And the third one is bodhicitta. Bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is interdependent arising energy, the interdependent coordination from our nature of the mind. Again, magically arising. There's no substantially solid existing bodhicittas that we can hold and tangibles that we all know. But arising magically. And when it's arising magically, as same as others, it never lost the flavor of its origin and nature of the truth or the nature of the mind. Never lost. That's the way things are, always. Combined with together with bodhicitta, in the teaching said, the Vajrayana teaches, always devotions. Devotion is not just that we were trying to make someone pleased and happy that or that. But devotion, when we have, we feel richness. Rich of the Dharma, rich of the spiritual, rich of the teaching, rich of the lineages. We not become power eaters. And we not just become kind of wandering. We really begin to settle. Read the life story of those old great masters, Longchenpas. Even he has such a great knowledge. I mean, he's often named, we all know, omniscient. But yet his devotions, determinations to the teacher and to the lineage, when he was process of practice, I mean, that we can read. How much he... It's because he realized that he become known as like second Garabdorje. It's not just only because he's an intellectual, but because what he revealed, the meaning of life, meaning of the nature. Then wisdom shines, bursted from the primordial wisdom as interdependent, in magically interdependent coordinated systems. And understand every Dzogchen teachings. Everything. What in the teaching say? The Garab Dorje revealed 6,400,000 Dzogchen tantras. The Longchenpa understand everything. That's how what the great master Longchenpa is. Read the life story of Longchenpa. And read the life story of the great master Malarepa. How much his devotions and how much his courage and commitment and determinations and humble and simple with contentness. And he become the one of the greatest realization beings in the Buddhist histories. This is not just because Malarepa is so efficient and so skillful and so kind of practical things, but because of his devotions, in his courage and commitment to the Dharma and to the teachings. Teaching, and he completely has turned the mind in the teaching, said what he did when he was young with the black magics. That become the big kind of like cause to reverse, change his mind with courage and commitment and determinations. And then he become such as these great beings to benefit so many beings and singing so many beautiful songs of Vajrayana teaching, the essence of the teaching or Buddha teaching really so practical to the heart. His words are to the like, it is just a root of the Buddha teaching, so simple, so kind of beautiful and also so poetic. That's how it is. So therefore, always in the teachings, combine bodhicitta with devotion. So these three are that again, the devotion for renunciations, and then together with the structural realization or emptiness, as I said that's that third, and then the bodhicitta and the devotions. Truly, we have that three, or kind of keep that light on in our heart. Truly, we are in the path. Truly, we are in the path. And so that's what I did in the teaching said. So I just thought to remind you that. And now I just told a little bit about